Rob Gronkowski, Patriots legendary tight end, won a bunch of Super Bowls with Tom Brady, arguably the greatest tight end in football, is reportedly considering coming out of retirement and returning to the NFL, and reportedly would love to return to Sean Payton and the Denver Broncos and Bo Nix. Now, this was reported by a guy named Cecil Lammey. He works for denversports.com and 104.3 The Fan, which is a news station, radio station in Denver. And he came out and said that leaked sources tell me four-time Super Bowl champion tight end Rob Gronkowski is considering a return to the NFL. He worked with Sean Payton at Fox, and I'm told he loves Denver, and quarterback Bo Nix. And two of Gronk's brothers, Dan and Chris, had short stints with the Broncos as well. So that's an interesting detail there. Coach Fred, before I get your take on Rob Gronkowski's return, let me show Cecil Lammey's video on this. He's down in Indianapolis at the Scouting Combine, and here's his report on this. Take a listen.
Rob Gronkowski wants to return to the NFL. Cecil Lammey in Indianapolis for the Scouting Combine with FootballGuys.com. League sources have told me that Rob Gronkowski, four-time Super Bowl champion, is training, working out at high altitude in Vail, Colorado, to make a return to the National Football League. League sources also tell me that he likes what he's seen from Denver Broncos quarterback Bo Nix, and of course he has a relationship with Sean Payton from their time working together at Fox Sports. So, teams in need of a tight end. You've got a great tight end class in this NFL draft. I'm going to watch these prospects work out.
Coach, what is your take on this? Gronk has been out of football for a couple years now. We've seen him working on TV and on Fox. Man, any shot that he returns? What are your thoughts on this whole situation?
I just can't see. Bailey, this is out of left field. You know, when he left, it was because the injuries continued to pile up when he left Tampa after that last Super Bowl. So I don't know how you fix that with a couple years layoff to now, you know, you're ready to go. The seasons are longer now than when he last played. I just think I got to see him working out, Bailey, because right now this has all the feel of clickbait, man. I mean, and they had me until the part about his two brothers had a short stint there, because that has nothing to do with nothing. And, you know, I feel like he's making his way up in the broadcast game, you know, working with Fox and things like that, to where it's not about the money. I just feel like this has a hint of clickbait. I need to see him working out.
Yeah, for sure. And Cecil Lammey, he works for 104.3 The Fan. Philip Lindsay, former Broncos running back, Colorado alum, works there as well. I will say that. Giving an update on the situation. As of right now, Rob Gronkowski's agent, Drew Rosenhaus, hasn't confirmed this report at all. But nonetheless, Gronk does have a podcast with Julian Edelman, and he kind of teased a return to the NFL the other day, kind of talking about it just because of the hours he works and all the traveling he does. I'll go ahead and show that and take a listen.
Talking to my brother actually yesterday, and I told him, hey, I might as well go back to football because I'm grinding harder than I ever grinded before, and I'm not even playing football.
What's going on, Rob? Where you at?
Hey, Jules, how you doing, man?
Yeah, so I'll go ahead and show the rest of that later. But Coach Fred, now I gotta give you some context to this whole.
Play that back one more time. I really want you to pay attention to Gronk. Play that back one more time for me, baby.
Talking to my brother actually yesterday, and I told him, hey, I might as well go back to football because I'm grinding harder than I ever grinded before, and I'm not even playing football.
What's going on, Rob? Where you at?
Hey, Jules, how you doing, man? I'm just in Florida right now, relaxing, taking in the sun, laying by the pool.
Yeah. What do you got? Yeah.
Taking in the sun, laying by the pool.
Important detail there.
Then I don't know. You're younger than me, Bailey. You've probably never been down this avenue, but I've been down the avenue before. I know a drunk person when I see one.
That's something to think about. Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Now, let me spin it to you this way. Today, out of all days, this report drops from Cecil Lammey. Today, out of all days, everybody has ran with this. Today, out of all days, is Bo Nick's 25th birthday. Now, I'm not going to give any, I'm not going to sit here and say it's coincidence. This is just the facts of the situation. Bo Nix turns 25 years old today, obviously coming off a hell of a season last year. Now, if let's play this game a little bit. If Gronk were to return to the NFL, do you think the Broncos are a good fit for Rob Gronkowski? I think. What are your thoughts?
I think it works for him. He's played in the cold before with the Patriots, so I don't think that would be really out of the realm of anything. But he finished his career in Tampa. I'm from Tampa. When he says he's by the pool enjoying the sunshine, that's hard to break away from, brother. I'm telling you, that's hard to break away from. So if he did come back, he's done it in the snow, but I just don't think he would want to do it in the snow again on a comeback tour. That's just me. Right.
Yeah. That's a going from Tampa to Denver. Whew, I don't know. That's a big weather shift. Big shift there. I don't know. I'm going to also show you this. And this is just something I picked from the Super Bowl 2023. I think this was after Sean Payton got hired by Denver. And this is on a Fox broadcast. Just take a listen to this from 2023, Sean Payton and Rob Gronkowski.
We both end up in an orange tie and blue suit. I swear I sent my gray suit in.
Listen, it's my doing. It's probably a little over the top. I got a job at the Broncos for you. No training camp. You're 8 touchdowns shy of 100 touchdowns. I think I can get you that. And might be able to talk to the Walton Penner family about calling us the Denver Broncos.
Guys, we need your pick. Hurry up.
Hey, I'm picking the Broncos.
No. They need the game picks.
Now, the one detail, yeah, you see what I'm going there. But the one detail I'm going to pick out of that, Rob Gronkowski is at 92 touchdowns. He is to each touchdown, 8 touchdowns away from 100. Do you think that there will be any motivation for Gronk to return from that aspect potentially, or no?
The competitor, I'd have to say yeah. The competitor in him, I'd have to say yeah. But I would also have to say, why didn't he have to go after that 8? After that,
right? Yeah,
you know what I mean. If it really meant something to him, it would have been more feasible or doable, so to speak, had he just continued while he was playing. To me, that's just my opinion.
No, I agree with you 100%. And I think this is an interesting story from Cecil Lammey and 104.3 The Fan. Does kind of smell clickbaity, but I don't know. We do seem to come here every offseason. You hear rumors, not like this. This is an actual reporter saying that he has sources telling him this. But I don't know. If you had to give us on a scale from 1 to 10, how much merit are you giving this? Any thoughts? 1 to 10?
Because he is who he is, his personality. I could see him playing this up to some big draft king type deal all the way to the end. So I got to leave the door open, and I'm going to leave the door open at about a 5.5, 6, just because it's Gronk, fun-loving. We're headed into the off season. I'm going to go 5.5, 6.
Oh man, let me think. If 1 to 10, I like where you're at. Honestly, the 6 I think is a fair thing. I put it over 50% just because of the noise every offseason. I don't think where there's smoke, there's fire, Fred. I think that if he didn't want this to happen, he would shut it down immediately. I don't know. Interesting. We will stay tuned to these developments and see. Rob Gronkowski's agent Drew Rosenhaus comes out and says something. If Gronk himself addresses it on it, he's on several media platforms, so he'll have plenty of opportunities now, as every news outlet is to answer it. Yes,
right, and he is who he is. So
that's right. Exactly. But interesting developments with Gronk.